position and see what he can do out in front. He's giving one instruction by St. Manager Jason. So he can go out and get pole and win the races.
Well, let's see if he can hole shot. So he's got a very good launch off the line, but he's going to come under some pressure there into turn one.
That's at bike number 23, a big move there, but look at the field, it's spreading out. We have a couple of riders who's the biggest on the brakes. Mark Vargas hasn't had his own way, but yeah, a couple of riders there really pushing it up the inside. So it's Newman, Vargas and Rodley, they're in top three.
So that was actually a very good start from the whole front row, really. They've all managed to come through turn two. Decent positions.
And a lot of these riders, like that it's their first meeting, and a lot of them wouldn't have many meetings under their belt, so they're all learning. That's what the F2 class for the 600 is for.
Exactly right. We've got people like Mark Vargas, who's my age, have been racing about as long as me, so forever. Combined with some people who's sure it's their first ever race meet out there.
And some of the times that Vargas' time has been pretty very close to the F1 time, so it shows how good he is. And now he's got out in front coming through turn 8. So let's see if he can maintain those fast times that he's doing during qualifying.
That is very exciting. So there's been a number of good starts. David Shannon, I can see, has moved up to 50 with, I think, 12 from the grid, 12 or 14 from the grid, so he's made an amazing start. Under 47. It's actually a very good start.
So Tim Rodley sitting in second spot. Looks like the top 5 or 6 have pulled a little bit of a gap from the rest of the field, but the top 10 as they cross the lines: Vargas, Rodley, Newman, O'Neill, Shannon, O'Brien, Knight, Mulcahy, Lorenzo and Power.
So it's be interesting whether David Shannon can bridge the gap to the front four. It's going to be interesting for some of these guys, the club guys that haven't been in the front of a race before. It's certainly the first time you know about it. So that's Geordie Tate in second there. It's just been overtaken by Power going into turn two.
Yeah, these riders will be learning more and more every lap. There's different lines, as you can see, coming into turn 2 before. But out in front is still Vardy, still only 0.4 of a second over Rodley. Newman's only 0.2, so nothing separating the top 3 at the moment.
It's amazing, and we're concentrating here on the battle for fifth. That's David Shannon there on the Superbike Horse Racing R6, closely followed by O'Brien, Knight, Mulcahy, Lorenzo and Power. Again, that's an amazing start. Looks like O'Brien has just got David Shannon there. Before they come around and
The top 3 have made a little bit of a cut over O'Neill now. It's still only 0.4 of a second covering the top 3. Very close racing, but here comes Newman up the inside of Rodley. He's taking no prisoners into that turn.
that was a nice move.
And Newman got the whole shot into turn 1 for the first time, and now he's going to try and get back in front of Vargas.
So can he slipstream him down the straight? That's the real question here. 600s is important. They'll chase each other across the track trying to get a slipstream.
Yeah, it does. It looks like Rodley's got the better of Newman as they come across the line. A little bit used to the slipstream, as you mentioned there, Nick, but here they come battling each other. They're actually going to be giving Vargas a little bit of a bonus here if they do keep battling the way they are.
They'll slow each other down and let him get a bit of a break. So, whoa, that was close there going in.
Good drive there by Newman over Rodley. So,
Shut the door.
as you mentioned, now that gap for Rodley has opened to 0.5 of a second. So Vargas now a little bit of a buffer out in front as they come into turn 4.
Grateful for that as the laps unfold. As the thing comes up, the tyre grid goes away.
5 minutes plus 1 lap still to go, so quite a few laps to go. But look at the battle in the second spot. It is raging between Newman and Rodley coming into turn 6.
They're on the limit of the region there under brakes, which is fantastic to see. Up the hill under the bridge. Just weaving around and then down into the right here at turn 9.
Vargas now still only 0.6, so I wouldn't say it's a comfortable lead at the moment, but Rodley's still only 0.2 behind Newman.
Certainly keeping him honest, keeping him inside there.
So that machine that Vargas is riding was a road bike not very long ago, and put together for this race meeting for Vargas to ride, but using it very, very good at the moment. Look at that, Newman up the inside, can't quite do it. Let's see who's got the drag down the straight.
That's overtaking in the turn there as well. Oh, and someone's pulled over.
That is number 3, says O'Brien. So it looks like O'Brien's racing in a good position there in 5th too.
It's a mechanical issue, unfortunately, it seems, and it's just stopped on him. It's no good to see.
Have a look at the riders down mid-pack. It's at 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. All wheeler finding each other. Nothing separating those riders.
They do look spectacular out there in the sunlight. It's going to be even better under lights later on tonight. And they come to the hard stop. So that's David Shannon, who's dropped back to 9th, who's being hounded by Geordie Tate.
There's Terry there as well on his KTM Duke. He's given a bit of a hurry up to the Super Sport machines there.
Certainly gets around on that thing. He'll make it move and get up and look at that bike.
This is Steve's well positioned at the moment, so this is the battle from 7th down to 8th down to 12. One false move on these riders, and there's going to be people right there to bounce.
Absolutely. So concentrating on the battle here. There's David Shannon. Looks like O'Hare is diving down the inside into turn 6. That was a very nice clean move.
It was. I thought he was going to have a little bit wide there, but they maintained his line. So a great ride there, sitting in front of Shannon. But here they come down into turn 8. The tricky, it's sort of off camber, sort of right-handed. It's one of the trickiest corners on the circuit, isn't it?
It's certainly the hardest. I find the hardest corner on the circuit. Very difficult. Very difficult indeed. And that's Geordie Tate there leading that pack. He's doing really well. So again, they've started firmly out. He's tonight, which is fantastic.
There's still Vargas. That gap has dropped down to 0.1 of a second. Look at this now with Newman all over the back wheel of Vargas. 2 minutes to go, plus a lap. So they'll finish within that another 2 laps, you'd have to say. But look at him now. Newman is all over Vargas. We're still only 0.6 of a second covering the top 3.
It is on here. This is a great race, great battle for the lead. These are the top 2 going for it. Millimetres apart. Over the hill and down the hill into turn 4. Under brakes. Oh, did he go around the outside of him?
Big move there. Yeah, that's unheard of in the turn 4. That's another one as it took tight corners. But Vargas now, he's the wily old fox Mark. So let's see what he can do in the turn 6. But Newman, great line there. Back wheel off the ground there under hard braking. So he's definitely trying very, very hard.
There's a bump there that throws the rear wheel in the air when you're trying really hard. It's certainly exciting. Oh, we've got that's probably the same bike, O'Brien's bike, but over he started briefly and then said no more.
So the yellow flag is set. So there'll be no overtaking for these riders coming through that corner. So that's going to throw a kid amongst the pigeons. Vargas looks like he's dropped off a little bit of pace there. So now half a second behind Newman.
That's actually a fairly decent gap for this late in the race. I suspect Mark may have run out of tyre. The rear tyre in this heat may have cried enough. We'll see how we can go. It's probably another lap. No, two laps to go.
Last lap ball's not out yet, so it's they've just made it by 40 seconds, so they'll get the last lap this time around, but it's still only half a second, or 1 second covering the top 3.
And Lorenzo is diving down the inside of O'Neill here into turn 1. They've just made the pass for 4th.
Looks like Lorenzo's had a bit of an issue, hand up in the air. O'Neill, it says number 92, sorry, Lorenzo back in front of him, so it's a bit of a mechanical.
It seems so. I suspect that heat is taking its toll on engines as well as tyres and riders. But here we have the battle for the lead. So we have got Newman still in front and Vargas chasing him down for the win. Tim Rodley's looking menacing in 3rd place as well. He's watching briefly to take advantage last lap board. And there it is, the last lap board has gone out. It's just been shown to the leaders there. So one more lap to go, and they're thinking, thankfully, it's only one more lap to go around in this heat. Oh, Mark Vargas has caught up. He's potentially having a dive. Here he goes.
I think he has.
Under brakes into 2-2. He's taking advantage of a back marker to dive up the inside. What a move. Oh, he's run a bit deep. The two are battling.
Yeah, I think Vargas may have been put offline by the back marker after he made that overtake, but it is Mount Newman back in front. All the work to do for Mark Vargas as well. Rodley's watching this from behind, waiting for any moment so he can pounce onto the top two riders, but this is going to be a battle right to the finish for sure.
So that was some terrific riding by both of those riders. It was spectacular, yet safe, no contact, close, fantastic racing.
So has Mark Vargas got anything, a bit of a slide there from the Kawasaki coming out of turn 6? Has he got any answers to the Yamaha on Newman? Half a lap to go. Can he get in front there?
He has an uncanny ability to dig deep when he needs to. He really does. So
the back marker there, out of the way. Very good job by that back marker, not interfering with the top two riders. And here they come. Only 2 or 3 corners left. Has Vargas got anything to go? We saw that Kawasaki a little bit more top end down the straight with this extra 36cc's it has there. But let's see if he can get any slipstream action. It's going to be a drag race, but Newman looks like he's got this one under control.
It does look like he's just pulled out enough in the last few corners to be able to carry it over the line. But wow, what a race. That was fantastic.
Excellent race there by those top 3 riders. Rodley there backed off a little bit at the end of the race, but still finishing an incredible 3rd spot. So it's excellent riding by those top 3 of the F2.
Cheers, brother.